tried.
MJ, promise I'll be there. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
For some reason, Tiger, I feel inclined to believe you. I mean, we even got to have a successful date where you didn't run to the bathroom and never come back. That might be the first time ever. It was nice. This is a Peter Parker I can get used to.
Me too. But I know in the past I haven't always been as present as I would have liked to have been. Something always seemed to come up, and you know just how busy my schedule can be at times. But things have changed. The world is no longer on my shoulder, and you and Aunt May, Harry are the only things that matter right now. So, as much as I still haven't gotten over all the time Slash pushes me around, I'll still show up to his party. Secretly, I wish Joel Sargent pays back some karma.
Didn't we talk about letting things go?
I'm just saying, if he calls me puny Parker and like some 60s bully archetype, I'm gonna...
People change, Pete.
You're right. People do change. I mean, look at me. Showing up on time and sitting till the very end of things. I'm like a whole new person.
I'll keep adding to the tally. But I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch quite yet, Pete.
Of course. I get it. One day at a time. You know, I don't have to be at work for another hour. Any chance you have 30 minutes to kill? I'm not too far away.
Behave now, Tiger. But who knows what will happen tonight. It's beautiful out, Peter. Just take it in and maybe get some pictures too. Now I have to get going. I'll see you tonight. I love you.
I love you too. Talk later.
Sorry to bother you, but do you mind if I sit here for a minute? My leg's killing me.
Of course. Have a seat. Take a load off. If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your leg?
Oh, this thing? Well, I'm afraid I found myself in a plus situation with that jackass they call the Shock.
The guy in that terrible brown and yellow bodysuit?
Yep, man. That's the one, all right. About 3 months ago, I was sitting in the first skirt cafe waiting for a date. Then, across from the cafe, out the window, I hear explosions. While everyone else was running away, my curiosity got the best of me. Just kept out staring out the window. All of a sudden, I see the doors of the bank blow open. Shocker and feel there are guys come out. It was straight out of the movie. I'm thinking, holy shit, this is really happening right now.
Sounds pretty unreal. Well, glad you made it out. Never know what'll happen when those costume freaks show up.
That's why we have Spider-Man. He swung in on his webs and landed on the top of the bank. It's classic Spidey all the way. He was cracking jokes and kicking some serious ass. He took care of the henchmen like it was nothing. Leaving them with gunfires from one guy to the next. It's pretty amazing. He tried to get close to Shocker, but couldn't because he kept using those glove things along these waves of energy or something like that. I'm not too sure. Point is, he didn't want to get hit by whatever was coming out of his gloves. But Spider-Man was dodging everything this dude was throwing at him. He cracked jokes the whole time he did it. Soon they were close enough I could hear this one joke. He said something about it not being a shock and back to his old tricks, which I can't deny. He had a pretty good laugh out of me.
Classic Spider, alright.
That's when Spidey was directly in front of me. I was so caught up in it, I didn't even realize I was in real danger. That's when he looked back and saw me, standing there like an idiot. I was still holding on to my coffee cup, pure disbelief when I was seeing with my bare own eyes. You know, You hear about all this crazy shit that happens in New York, you even see it on TV. But to really be there, it's something else. You feel so small, so insignificant to it all, that all this purpose you build up about yourself has no real meaning in the end. Anyway, sorry for the doom and gloom.
Oh.
So, right when Shocker is charging up his gloves to attack, Spider-Man looks back, sees up there. He knew that if he moved, I was a goner. But I don't think he knew if he could survive with those blasts either, so he turns back around and just took it point-blank range. Last thing I remember is seeing him flying the building I was in, and everything went dark. I woke up a little later with a broken leg, but alive. Turns out after the fight, Spider-Man found me free and got me to the hospital. Nothing?
What?
Got nothing to say?
Should I?
Look, I have a confession. I stopped here to talk to you because I saw your badge, and that you work for the Bugle. All I see from the Bugle is how you slander Spider-Man's name. Everything he does wrong, all the people that get hurt.
Yeah?
But you don't show how I get to keep living, giving me a chance to see my nephews again.
You're right. The Bugle doesn't write about the stress on your family. It writes about the mayhem caused by two possible lunatics and that someone got hurt. Is that not what happened? Is that not the reality?
The reality is, my family gets to see me for Thanksgiving, with or without a cast.
Luckily, Spider-Man was there to save you.
Wow. Jameson's really programming you to hate Spider-Man, huh? You really believe that stuff?
Yes. The Bugle can write Spider-Man fights the Vulture in Central Park and gives the statistical rundown. 3 injured, $400 in property damage. Or they can write about how the families of the injured Harvey struggle to pay the medical bills. Real stories about people affected by Spider-Man's recklessness. So, yeah. Then they go easy on him often, since it.
So, accusing him of murder is taking it easy on him.
Do you not want Spider-Man to be held responsible for someone's death? For everyone to just pretend that he wasn't the one that killed?
There's a difference between murder and not being able to save someone. I know Spider-Man didn't kill that person.
I didn't notice it.
Because what I saw was a hero. Your paper can spin it however it wants to, but my truth is the only one that matters. I just hope that one day your paper could show me here, living my life, instead of being that statistic in your paper. You may never know my name. I know how that one encounter changed my entire life. But at least now you do. Now, I still have 2 weeks left to go on this list. I'm going to get back to it. Enjoy the rest of your day, Mr.
Parker. Peter Parker.
Martin Lin. It was nice talking to you, Mr. Parker.
Likewise.